Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Perfect. Give me my hat.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
It's going to be a slow start. Sadly. It's going to take, just like last season, don't forget, just like last season. Remember how slow he started last season? And we were like, is something wrong with Joel Embiid? Is something going on here? What's going on here? He doesn't look like himself. He doesn't look healthy. He doesn't look in shape. And it's because he can't do anything all off season besides rehab his knees. So prepare yourself for it. Same thing's going to happen. It's going to be a slow start. It's going to take him a month and a half or 2 months to get back into game shape. And when it happens, they're going to put something out there. Last year it was plantar fasciitis. It'll be something. They'll make up some kind of excuse. But the reality is the guy's 7'2", 285. And he has to rest the whole offseason, and then it takes him 2 months to get into basketball shape. We're talking about a gigantic human being here. We're not talking about a 6'3" guard. So it is what it is. The New York Knicks are reportedly willing to offer a package. And this is what's funny because it's like, yeah, no shit. And once I read this, I'm going to go to a tweet from Kyle Neubeck that I thought summed it up perfectly. The New York Knicks are reportedly willing to offer a package that includes 2 to 3 first-round picks, Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Evan Fournier, and Mitchell Robinson in exchange for Joel Embiid. Yeah, the answer to that is no. Thanks, New York, for the offer. Thanks for giving us a call. No. Especially with how Daryl Morey values players and what Daryl Morey asks for players in a trade package. If Joel Embiid was available, this wouldn't even scratch the surface of what would have to be offered for Joel Embiid in a trade. Are you effing kidding me right now? 2 to 3 first-round picks, Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Evan Fournier, and Mitchell Robinson. First of all, nobody wants Julius Randle in a trade package. Julius Randle, the left-handed Russell Westbrook that's going to just shoot you out of games, is a bigger negative than a positive on the floor. I'm sorry, Knicks fans. Actually, Knicks fans hate him just as much when you really watch him play. Not a Julius Randle fan right here at all. Don't think he makes you better. So you're not going to trade Joel Embiid and take back Julius Randle, for crying out loud. I like R.J. Barrett. Don't know if he's a future star or not, but I like R.J. Barrett. And when you watch the Knicks, it's fun to watch R.J. Barrett kind of go on a run, and then Julius Randle gets jealous and starts taking shots. Evan Fournier, no thanks. I like Mitchell Robinson, the block nest monster, but that's not even turning Daryl Morey's head to smell, it's not even turning his head to smell the smoke coming off of that trade offer. What the hell? So, yeah, no. And then it's funny because Kyle Neubeck has a tweet that was summed it up perfectly. And Kyle Neubeck and Keith Pompey sometimes have a little bit of a subliminal beef on Twitter, and it's funny because it's just like two nerds fighting, you know what I mean? Like a damn South Park episode. Here we go. Here's Kyle Neubeck after Keith Pompey puts out that tweet. I regret to inform all of you that, quote, this other team is willing to offer a steaming pile of shit to trade for Joel Embiid is going to be a regular part of the news cycle unless the Sixers break through in the playoffs, just how the game goes. So prepare yourself for these kinds of things all season long, especially if the Sixers kind of stumble in the beginning of the season, especially if the James Harden situation doesn't get resolved. Expect this complete nonsense from news sources to be tweeted basically every other day. And it's funny because it's not any traction on a trade. That's nothing. That's you telling me that if Joel was available, the Knicks would potentially offer this. You could say that about every team in the league. That's the thing about it. So Keith can now take 30 different, he can pre-write 30 different articles like this. One for each team. And he can wait a week and a half or 2 weeks, and he can put out another one that says, if Joel is available, there's a dark horse team in the Western Conference that could possibly offer Anthony Simons and a bowl of Cheetos. Yeah, it's just nonsense. And it's funny that Kyle comes back with that after Keith tweets that. Let's get Kyle Neubeck versus Keith Pompeye pay-per-view boxing match. Let's see. This is someone I muted, so that guy must be annoying, I guess. I've never seen a report about what a team specifically would offer for a player that isn't available, though. It's odd. People keep trying to make the Knicks a thing with all these stars. You've never seen a report about what a team would offer a player that isn't available? What are you talking about? They do it all off season. That's all they do all off season, is make up things about players that aren't even available. Kyle says any player a team is willing to offer for someone not available are guys they don't care about making mad. Fournier, for example, they've actively wanted to dump. Hence why guys with actual trade value, Quickly and Grimes, for example, are nowhere near any public reporting. So there's that. Yeah, so that's it. D'Anthony Melton can improve greatly under Nick Nurse, more than anybody's talking about right now. Tyrese Maxey's more of a facilitator than anybody wants to admit, and I still think we have a good chance at being a good team, even with James Harden never showing up. I sincerely hope that James Harden retires and I never have to hear about him again. I don't want Tobias Harris shooting 20 shots a game like Nick Nurse says he wants. We'll have to see what that looks like. And no, Joel Embiid is not available for trade. And if he was, the Knicks don't even have, come on, bro. If anything, the Oklahoma City Thunder would probably give up 8 first-round picks for Joel Embiid. Why? Daryl wouldn't even look at the New York Knicks. Oh, yeah, we'll take Julius Randle and 2 firsts. What? Anyway, that's all I got.